took me like most of my life to learn, actually.
Yes.
But when you learn this information, like, and you start like just opening your eyes to like the real world, not like this imaginary like TV land that you live in, which you haven't figured out yet. These motherfuckers, they can tell by the gleam in your eye, the little shininess in your eyes, that you're fucking. He sees us. They live, you know.
Lucifer.
It's not like when you study their secrets.
Lucifer, give me the power.
I gotta warn them, man, because they might hear this shit and like start doing conspiracy research. Let me tell you, they can notice like, oh, this guy, he knows something's up. He knows what's up. So like, you're gonna catch a lot of shit, okay? But I gotta ask you something, Ticker, because like we basically both ruined our lives. Our lives are ruined because of conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
Would you have actually gone through it? Because you're like me, actually, you're a natural-born conspiracy theorist. Would you have actually gone through it if you knew everything that was going to happen to you?
Yes, I wouldn't have any choice because the world is screwed up. Now, okay, just the comment is so important. A serious comment is that the reverse of conspiracy is morality. So conspiracy research, when you're trying to go through this, you have to understand that's the sewer of what happens when people are not moral. And so the idea is we have to try to be moral because morals are like laws and morals are like traffic laws. The whole idea is to avoid collisions. The whole idea is to try to like be reasonable with your neighbor so you don't have a big brawl and you don't destroy the world. So I would say that rather than just studying conspiracy theory, you should also study moral theory, and you should actually try to take it seriously and realize that crime doesn't pay because the real world is based on the atom and logistics. So people that think that they can just steal as much as they want and do as much cocaine as they want and just hurt as many people as they want, make enemies. So it's all about cause and effect. We are supposed to avoid bad behavior because the side effects outweigh the purported gains. So I don't see any gain at all in corruption, and I just say, well, it's better off to avoid it because as soon as you start being corrupt, you make enemies, and sooner or later you're going to get old, and then you are going to be like Manually Hall, and they will stuff your belly full of ants while you're alive, or whatever they did, right? That's going to happen to you, and that's what. If that's what people want, then I don't know. I do my best to behave myself. I don't break any laws aside from minor copyright infractions. And so I just been behaving myself, and personally, I'm kind of like a little bit freaked out about the feds. The feds do kind of scare me, not because I'm doing something, but because they got something going. And
fuck them, man. We've already gone too far. If there's a revolution, we'll both be the first ones killed. Man, Tikra, I want to say thank you, man. It was like for this great information, kicking Freemasonic ass all over the place, dude.
Okay.
Well, that's a great goodbye, dude.
Well, goodbye.
Okay, now we're coming to the main discussion portion of the show. I'm joined by Vigilius, a Gnostic, and then a Mammy, People's Champion, and a newbie, Dark Matter. And, we're all from like cybersage.net, and we talk about lots of different things, but like some of the more interesting things were like we denounced Michael Rivero, because we can do it. And we talk about, the state of the conspiracy community. Why is it so fucked up? I don't know. Why are all the conspiracy leaders American? I talk about that nasty bitch Judy Wood. Zero Hedge, and how like Shabazz Jones and Ted Andermason, they like fool people by selling gold. And I, of course, talk about Mr. Lizardman, David Icke. And what else? Like I said, man, this is like very varied and like it's pretty interesting. Also, we talk about, of course, America is under Jew control, And Mammy gives some great stories about like his personal experiences, proves that like the government supports the criminal organizations in whatever city. And one last thing we talk about is like this is more Vigilius, but like Daniel Hopsiger, like he wrote that book Barry and the Boys, the CIA Moth and America's Secret History. I talk, go look into that. That's a great read. His whole website's good. Mad Cow Productions, and so why don't you take a fucking listen? I'm sure you're gonna like it, man. Here's Vigilius, Mammy, and Dark Matter. Vigilius, welcome back. Welcome your hated self back on the show, man. How's your fucked up life right now?
Everything's good with me, dude. What's up with you?
My life fucked up, man. But like, Jewish girlfriend, man. Have you been like cheating on her behind your back?
Nope. She keeps me satisfied.
Mm-hmm.
Jewish girlfriend.
Hey, for real. Hey, Mammy, the people's champion, just come back from kicking Iconocunt's ass. How the fuck are you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty good. Same old shit for me every day. Yeah,
man. Standing from the computer, keeping guard, fighting the disinformation warfare. Proud of you, Mammy. You're a giant among men. Okay, Dark Matter, the only non-American other than myself who's on the show. You're an Irishman, aren't you? Are we gonna make that the focus of the entire show that you're Irish?
Shut. Trying us to talk to.
It's kind of interesting because like you're new to we had a little short discussion. You're kind of like new to the conspiracy game, so you're gonna give insight of like what you think generally about conspiracies, right?
Okay, cool, no problem.
It's not. I'm not giving you a fucking order. I mean, that's fucking okay. Hear ye. First order of business is I want to talk about Michael Rivero. I say Michael Rivero is a piece of shit. Why? Even though he's anti-Zionist, I mean, he has like too many. I know everybody's gonna jump on and ask, "Oh, Joe, how can you attack another anti-Zionist host?" Well, guess what, man? It's not like the old days when there were few and far between. Now there's a shitload of them. So, and everybody's like hip to the scene. So, like, now we can start like tearing down our previous leaders. Okay. Mammy, we were discussing, Rivero's obvious shitty behavior. I mean, like, he's like the so-called atheist of the conspiracy community's leaders, and like he always talks shit about Christians. And then he said, "I love Republic Broadcasting Network because the audience were Christians, and I just didn't get enough support from them. But I love John Stadtmiller in a homosexual way." I mean, like, dude. And now he goes to Rents, and Rents is what, man? That is the most religious, because he has his own radio network, Rents Radio. That is the most religious radio network, except the religion they sponsor is like Gnosticism, like Vigilius, New Ageism. I mean, like everything but Christianity. Mammy, what are your opinions on his fucked upness, his dishumanity?
I think he's just pandering to whoever he can get a few shekels from, myself.
Yeah, man, exactly.
I mean, him being on the RBN or wherever he was, that was kind of a joke.
Mm-hmm.
Myself, I think he's just a two-topic host, and pretty much anything else, he's just don't want to hear it or too scared to talk about it. I mean, all he talks about is the shyster bankers and Israel. Other than that, you don't want to hear it. He talks down to everybody.
Oh, I know. He's so condescending, man. And he always talks about, like, the money lovers. We have to stop the money addicts. Motherfucker, you're a motherfucking money addict. You always talk about donations and, like, you need support, i.e. money, for your show. I mean, this guy's fucked up, dude. I mean, Vigilius, you must not like hey, what's up? You must not like Rivera anymore since he went against your hero, Alex Jones.
He did.
Oh, my God.
I had no idea
about this. Oh, man, let's bring this up. He denounced Alex Jones as a possible agent. He said this guy's like he shouldn't be in the conspiracy community. He's being promoted by the powers that be. You didn't know about this?
No, man.
What?
I got to start paying more attention, man.
I know you're too busy getting laid. I mean, like, what the? You should be ashamed of yourself, man. Be like the rest of us. Dark matter. It seems like you want to join the discussion.
Yeah, I think most people in the American media are definitely being paid or influenced by, we'll say, just for example, the CIA, the NSA, something like that. I'm definitely sure of that. Like,
hey, man, I keep on telling these Americans, like, the opinion around the world, but they don't believe me. They think just because I hate America, I'm making shit up.
No, I mean, when you say Americans, you mean like dopey Americans, yeah? People who are not aware or asleep.
I mean every single one of them. No, okay. Like, I mean, like, am I lying when, like, I say the rest of the world, they can't believe how stupid Americans are? Am I just making that shit up, dude? You're outside of America. You're non-biased.
What I think of American people is they're disillusioned. No, if that's by design or something else, I don't know. But that's my impression of American people. Now, there is a lot of American people, they are very smart. But I know what you mean. The dumb people do outbreed the smart people. But at a whole, just in a nutshell, I think a lot of people are disillusioned in America. That's what I think, really. Just looking at it in the last 3 or 4 months, they've been looking into 9/11 and all these other terrorist activities, like.
I mean, like, it's really fucking amazing. Like, hey, Mr. Mammy, like, how can you, like, explain the rest of your countryman's fucking behavior, dude? I mean, there's, like, something called the fucking internet. It's not like they can't get news from other places, dude.
Heck, I'm an American, and I don't even know what's going on in America with the bullshit. I think it's just more people just don't want to know. They just want things to get better here in America in the past. There's been all these, swings up and down with the economy, and it always gets better, and people think that it's going to get better. I don't, and I think people are starting to see this. I mean, things are worse than I've ever seen in America.
What, like people are losing hope for the future?
Exactly.
Okay, and so people, you could say people are becoming disillusioned with what's going on around them.
Exactly. I mean, they just don't know what to do.
Would you believe that just people, say like a third party, just for the purpose of this conversation, would actually be interested in having that state of mind plastered across America? Would you think it'd be easier to just spread bullshit then and do what they want, like, while people are distracted because they kind of lose hope? Is that?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
man, David, Mammy's like high on marijuana. This is why I hate.
Yeah, you gotta give up drugs, dude. Get off.